Hey, good morning once again.
Good
How are
morning.
you doing? How are you doing?
I'm doing great.
I haven't seen you since this morning.
Yes, I haven't seen you since we sat down at this table.
Guys, it's another wonderful show today. We put together a lot of new interesting stuff for you to consider. And before we even dig into that content, maybe you should do some housekeeping.
You bet. Welcome, everybody. Again, excuse me.
Again.
I was getting confused with the nonprofit because I just got some mail about that. But the reason we do Art Chat is so that Bogdan and I can feature the work that we're doing, what's going on in our art career, and what is available for sale. So everything you see today is for sale. We can get it to you wherever you are in the world. And the other thing is, please remember that we are broadcasting on Facebook, but we're doing this through Zoom. So there is a bit of a delay between what we say and what we see in the comments. So we are watching the comments. So don't be discouraged if we take a minute to get
And
to you.
because you said that, maybe I should actually
I've got it open here.
Set it up just in case.
Frank is watching this morning. Good morning, Frank. We're going to lunch.
All right. I don't know where that thing is. Are we live?
We are live, and Frank is watching.
Not on
That's what
not
my
on
technology
maybe
tells me.
it is, actually. Okay, just a second. Give me a second, guys. I'm
Gosh,
I'm
got
getting
some
old.
word this morning on the new nonprofit, Aripa Arte. We have applied to the IRS for 5013C status so that we can be a tax-free entity. And we just got word back today that they want more information. Now, I have read this is normal. It's just that you get your hopes up that maybe you'll be the one that sails right through. So I don't know
It's a
how long
process.
this process will take, but we do have to submit now all our documents, which I don't understand why they didn't ask for that to begin with, but they didn't, and now we need to send them in, which I'll get to after this show.
So, before we started, I had a very nice surprise this morning. There's some companies out there just send me a bunch of emails to have this plaque printed because of an article in Art Houston magazine, which I had no idea it was published. But I was like,
Sure enough.
I was like, John, go ahead and pick up a magazine. I don't know what's going on here. So I have been published in the favorites, Cours de Corps, about Nature Remember. That is fantastic. And I want to say a big thank you to John Bernard, who is actually running this magazine.
Art Houston, and it's a great, I think one of the premier art magazines around, certainly the best here in Houston, and quite an honor.
And yet
to have
another
been
reason,
included.
guys, to come and check yourself with your own eyes and check with your eyes the collection Nature. Remember that it's now in our studio on display here at Silversea Studios in 314.
Absolutely.
But that's one part. Let's dig into the show.
Absolutely. That's exciting news.
Now, what I've done this time, I, once in a while, I do a little deal, a little promotion deal. So this is a watcher, and it was $400 piece, and it's right now going on a $300
A spring sale.
a spring sale. So I thought it was this was the first piece in kind of the Windows 3D series, and I loved it. And it has a lot of some acrylic on, and it's built as a 3D. And I have it actually here, guys. And this is it's a quite nice piece, large piece for $300.
Yeah, that's quite a good deal.
Yes,
I'd buy it, but that would be silly.
You see the 3D effect in there. See, I like this chair. I feel like these ladies on
the old car shows.
Yes.
Today's Buick, you should buy one. That's a lovely, lovely piece.
So guys,
It looks a little sinister with that red. It looks like blood pouring down.
But you can't, whatever it looks like, you cannot talk it so that people can see only the sinister part of it.
No,
you have to be bright and talk nicely about every single piece.
And we love blood.
Yes, we can't talk about ugly things in this show.
No.
And anyway, so I thought it was an interesting piece to collect. It's right now on sale, $300. It used to be $400. It's frame. It has glass. It has everything. As a matter of fact, I put the glass yesterday because I've seen these ideas of new trends of framing photography without a glass, which I try, and it's not a great idea.
It's not a good idea.
You can damage it. It's not like a canvas. It's not acrylic paint. It's a print, and it can dusty, and it is not good. So yesterday I reframed that thing, and I hold a big blade trying to reshape something in there. And I put so much pressure, and I said, "Oh, that's blood. I wonder why." Because I was.
if his fingers survive his art career, I will be shocked. He will have just a stub at the end of his arm. But
anyway, so this is Watcher, and I think it's a great piece. It's a 17 by 22 inch artwork. The actual active printed area is 16 by 16 inch.
It's a stunning piece, and you say the kind of birth of this whole series of doing the windows and the 3D windows.
I'm just very fascinated with these all decay windows. I think there's so much beauty, and they hold so many secrets, and yet if you take a single picture of them, they just disappear because everything around is too decayed. Right. You can't focus on their beauty, and they won't last forever. I mean, they are deteriorating year by year, and the weather gets to them as well. But this not only features those kind of architectural elements that you don't get just anywhere, and that urban graffiti, that modern look, that the colors, the textures of that kind of urban art. I think it's a great juxtaposition. And you should use the word juxtaposition as often as possible. So guys, if you are interested, please do let me know. Either send me an email, a message. There's a variety of ways to contact me. Or if you have a friend that is interested in this kind of work, this is the time to share with everybody. Or if you have an art magazine, it's not too late to feature Bogdan. Let's move to your section. Bridget is a piece that I did some time ago. She was when I was really just exploring doing the faces, but doing them larger and on canvas, not just on paper. I just love her. She's got this incredible look to her. There is the shading that I did on her. If you can go back to the one that is larger. That to me, it looks like clouds. It's like she's part of nature. She's in the wind there. You can see her hair blowing. She's got some sort of tribal tattoo. She's very Celtic. She's very and it's this horizon on the back of her. You can see the hills, and it's like in the wind. And I love these earth colors you have selected for this. The only thing that gets me is poor Bridget has an Adam's apple, but that's okay. What is Adam's apple? She's got this thing on her throat. No, it doesn't. So it's lovely. And I like that it forced me to look behind her. And like you said, Celtic, maybe it's Irish, maybe that's the Scottish ocean there. Maybe there's something going on. Where is she coming from? That's and she's got a certain mysticism to her and a certain power to her, I think, as well. And I like the fact that she's not looking into the camera. Right. That gives her a little more mystery, I think. And Bridget is a nice size. And some of these pictures, she looks kind of small, but she's actually there. She doesn't look so small. I have it here with me. It's 16 by 20.
on canvas, acrylic. This is all acrylic. There's no mixed media here. But,
it is so lovely.
and she would look great framed.
Yeah,
But I do this black trim so that you don't have to frame her. But it's not a very thick painting, so it would really, I think, benefit from a frame.
Mhm.
But I think
Definitely.
she's
can see that.
kind of a warrior. She's gentle and feminine, and yet she's got a strength to her that I really find amazing.
Now tell me about what's here on the right side. Is that a tattoo? What
Yes,
is that?
it's meant to be some sort of tattoo, or some sort of Celtic warrior princess, perhaps.
Very
Maybe
cool.
she'll be a Disney princess one day. But Bridget is, I think, very powerful. She's got kind of green eyes, and to me, just my kind of symbology, green eyes gives the idea of spirituality, that she is somehow divine as well. So
Very nice.
when I do green eyes, that's what I'm saying.
You know, you have several portraits like this in this style, and I think this is one of my favorites.
Yeah, she's powerful. I like her. And she just sits here kind of unnoticed.
Is that your bedroom?
This is, no, but I do like that bedspread because you don't have to work hard to make the bed.
Fabulous. Guys, again, it's halfway through, and we want to thank you for being here, for watching us, to support us, to listen to our stories, to collect our art, to, encourage us to keep doing what we're doing.
And we're getting more and more people in, people who haven't been in before. Sales have been decent this year, so that's a great change. Things were really, really quiet during the holidays. We'll see what happens with the economy. But,
Yeah, they become quiet all of a sudden.
well, this last week, but we had people that on Saturday, we sold some on Saturday.
But saying that, I have a picture with our new collectors. Now, actually, these ones.
That they just came in and bought one of my pieces.
Yeah, that was lovely.
And
I just framed those things, and
look
they
at me,
fall
it
in
looks
love.
like I'm singing or whistling. I'm happy.
Yeah.
Lovely couple.
That's a happy face. And of course, to those guys here who
And it
collected some of my.
didn't occur to me to take the picture until after I bagged the art.
Okay.
But it's a lovely piece.
What else? We are open, or we are open every day basically, but this coming Saturday, it's a third Saturday. And Silver Steel Studios here in Houston are open for business. There will be a lot of artists coming in with new artwork, and as well, we have a lot of new cute little things coming up. And talking about these cute little things, I want to share with everybody what I have worked yesterday.
He's worked.
Guys, this is John's artwork. I just found it around and I said, I'm going to play with this, and we'll have this as kind of a new entry for this Saturday.
I just
Look
love
how
the colors on
beautiful.
those. They're like jewelry.
I was in love with it, and I was working yesterday on framing these things. Yes, and got the mats, and people were coming in the studio, friends and other artists, and they were like very involved. Like, what are these? Those are so beautiful, and it's like
They turned out well.
Yes, because it's so small. It's
Right.
It's
And-
unusual small.
Yeah, and sometimes the frame can make a small painting look so much more powerful. So thanks for doing that.
So those are coming up, and of course we have Nature Remember and Display, and a lot of other inheritance. What else do we have? The sculptural pieces. You have a lot.
I've got some Pancamarga stuff up. I've got a lot of stuff up.
Beginnings. It's about to close out,
Beginnings is about to be endings. So this Saturday, the third Saturday, all the studios are open here, but this is the last day of the show Beginnings. And it's been up since when did it go up? January, I think. February 4th. And so it was a show that was curated by a guest curator, Rosa Ana Orlando, who really did us proud. We've sold several pieces from the show. The last count, I think, has been 8, but we still have this Saturday to come. So that's a good turnout. we do these tenant shows to not only feature the work that the artists are doing, but it really gives the whole building a nice vibe. These are nice, professionally done exhibitions, and they give the building a welcoming atmosphere, as well as to promote the artists here in the building. So
fantastic. What's new with you?
yeah, and by the way, Frank asked, yes, that is Ed. Ed came in and bought from me. He knew the fellow.
Give me these?
Yes. Frank knows everybody.
Amazing.
You'll have to ask Ed. I have it written down what he bought, but it's in the bag, so I can't see it.
You're gonna talk about something new.
Yeah, work in progress. This is a really old picture of this. It's been updated quite a bit.
I keep asking for updates. I never get anything.
Oh, yeah, sorry. Yeah, this one looks different already. I've been working on this one
sorry.
for quite some time, and Lynn Ennis once told me that she knows she's finished with a painting when she doesn't hate it anymore. Yeah. And I'm still kind of at the ugly art stage with this one. I'm adding to it. I'm working with the incubator group in Mexico City with Michael Swank, and that cohort, and we're talking about that piece of art in particular. I've been working with them on every other week. But the show that we were in for the incubator program at Art Gallery Studios in Mexico City with Michael Swank has just ended. He just took it down day before yesterday. And that show had been up for some time, featuring the work of the incubator artists, the ones who were involved in this kind of online residency program. And so that has come down. He's about to now open up a new show for Clavo, which is a big art fair in Mexico City. And he's taking applications for shows there. And we were thinking maybe to submit something of Bogdan's for that. So yeah, it's great. If you don't know the work that Michael does, check him out. Art Gallery Studios used to be called PRPGMX, and some of the older things still carry that name.
All right, so with me, we have Urbana, which she kind of here on the left, the last one. That is in a work in progress. Now it's ready. Actually, if you wait for me a second, I can pull it out.
God, I love the colors. Well, they're getting more and more vibrant.
Well, I changed it because
it was too pink, and now it's more green. Or it's different from this photo. But I just love the juxtaposition of the bold urban graffiti art with this kind of architectural
there it is.
Elegance.
Sorry, guys.
Guys.
There it is.
It's big.
And we're gonna have to do a
share screen. There it is.
So see, I felt the need of red instead of the pink light. And it has graffiti, it has a spray paint, fine art print on the background, and what else? That's all. I think it's a
good old Urbana.
Great piece.
She's becoming quite the. It's like Where's Waldo? People come in the studio and they can. There she is. There she is.
Yeah. And guys, I have one more thing to share with you.
This is the show where Bogdan spends most of the time off camera.
So I want to show everybody that I'm still working on this big, large piece. Again from the Urbana. And this is a 36 by 48.
It's huge.
And I still need to add some elements.
Oh, so you're still going to do some more?
Yeah, and then
embellishing.
Yes, a little. I need to.
So that's stretched on canvas.
I need to add more graffiti to it. So this is what it takes a long time for some reason. I don't know why. Unusual long, but because I need to look at it, I need to understand it where it goes. One of those pieces, but that's one.
No, they're stunning.
And what else is new? I was framing your pictures the other day, and I had some leftover velvet kind of mats. And everything is so expensive these days. I said, I'm not going to throw anything away.
Don't throw anything away.
So because of that, I created some little splashy flowers, spring-like. And
don't they pop on that black background?
Yes, and they will, have probably a yellow mounted. They'll be mounted on a yellow background, like a 16 by 20.
And guys, you see it here first. This is the first of Bogdan's velvet paintings. He'll be doing Elvis soon. So that's just a paper that has some sort of finish on it. That's
well, Elvis and then Marilyn Monroe, I guess.
Selling them on the street. Doing Marilyn Monroe.
Yes.
And volcanoes from Mexico.
Anything that makes a buck, yes, I'll do it. Guys, I'm joking. What else? Let's get back to the slideshow, because we kind of
lost our way.
We got away from the show, but that's okay. We have a new vlog. Go ahead and check it out on YouTube at or either John Bishop Fine Arts, or just type in Art Life with John and Bogdan.
And I just put out a new podcast yesterday, last night. So it's brand new this morning.
So podcasts can be found either on YouTube, on Spotify, or whatever music platform you use.
I also have it on YouTube on my channel as a video podcast as
Lovely.
Well.
Yes. Now, the second part of the show, I thought to share the very similitude, and this is for the unwritten series and kind of a forgotten series in a way, because I'm moving forward too fast sometimes, and a lot of works kind of getting buried, and I have to think, and I have to think of a marketing plan for everything. So this is kind of a COVID time when I find myself locked down in the house, and I didn't know exactly where to go with the new time, the new changes. So I'm inside doing some shootings, and I'm having this paper cut out from the backdrop, actually, and they were rolled down, and I looked in the side and I said, oh, that's so beautiful and interesting. I wonder how this would translate in a picture. So from there I started to play with paper and creating all kinds of shapes and photographing basically edges of the paper.
So this is just, it's kind of a gray paper, right?
Right.
So gray paper, black and white photography, and it's all about shadow and light, and I just love them. Patterns, and there, you did a whole bunch of these, and I find them absolutely stunning, because to me, that's what real photography is. It's just studies of light. I find them very, very beautiful and very well done.
And then, when you have it hang on your wall, it raises some questions. What is that? Why is that? What does it mean? And all those, if it makes it you, the viewer, put this question, that means it's a good image.
And what I like about it is there's a definite pattern to it, but it's not perfect. It's very irregular. There's corners and curves, and yet there seems to be this clear pattern of kind of tubes.
I recently advertised this on my social media, because these images can be printed 30 by 40 or even larger. I mean, there'll be such an impactful image, but yet I do have one available in the studio, which is 21 by 16, quite large, because you're going to have to put a mat, you're going to have to put a frame, and that will look kind of like this mock-up in the monitor. Now,
are these edition prints?
Everything is edition, and I can't remember.
So this
is probably 10 max in this edition, and there are many like this. So if you guys like this series, you can check out my website, Bogdan Photo Art, and it's under the unwritten series photography tab.
Beautiful, beautiful pieces.
Gorgeous. So we have 5 minutes. You want to talk about yours?
Mine, this particular one is called Hesed in Hesed, which is One of 50 pieces I did. There's a thing in the Kabbalah that talks about the gates of wisdom, and there are 50 gates of wisdom. And the idea is that if you master each of the gates, you reach perfection and you're in the presence of God. I can't promise that these pieces will get you closer to God, but there are lots and lots of them. They're small, 5x7s. I just love the detail, the colors. They are, to me, they're stunning. Strange titles, because each one of them, I gave the title that is from the Kabbalah, but this particular one, Hesed and Hesed, has to do with study. So as you work as you work your way to perfection, one of those gates is study, learning, and one of the other elements in these is that each one of them has a hidden key to unlock the gate. But they are all over the place because I have 50 of them.
But I mean,
and they need to be framed, I guess.
Absolutely
because
love them. And I do believe that you can frame more in a single frame. I find them very pleasant to the eye.
Yeah, I think they're beautiful. And I'm quite proud of them. I have one here to give you the idea of the size. See, that one looks good framed like that. But they're quite small. But as you say, 4 of them framed, 9 of them framed, could be more dramatic. But they're all different. They're each individual and originals. And like I say, each one has a hidden key that you'd have to find in each one. I love them. I think they're very nice, and they're just not moving for some reason. I think I just have to feature them more.
Yeah, we have to have a marketing plan for each one of them.
And it might be because their size.
And it's more than that. We have noticed that if you don't have artworks framed, people do not connect very easily. Right. Once you make it hangable, it becomes more interesting to people. Yeah,
and people want to walk home and put it on the wall. They don't want to walk home and then have to go to find a mat and find a frame and all those things. I do them in standard sizes so that they are easy to buy a ready-made frame. But people want to come in and buy something they can hang on the wall that day.
And you're right. Even the small artworks like this, you can find the frame anywhere.
Oh yeah, that's why I did
them. It's a hassle because you have to decide which frame, and people would like to have the whole design. Somebody said, I like to buy from you photography that it's framed because you know how that picture look great in. So why not?
Yeah, and I also like doing things in various sizes so that there are lots of price points for my work. Some of my bigger work is quite expensive. These are not.
But yet, it could be very large.
You can frame it huge, and it would make it look even more important.
Anyway.
Lovely. That's Hesed and Hesed.
Guys, thank you for watching. It's 10:30. It's the end of our art chat.
Adam is here. Hi, Adam.
Hi, Adam.
Didn't see you.
And hope to see you this Saturday, March what? I can't remember.
18th.
18th. We'll be open here all day, and hope you have time to stop by.
Come see the ending of beginnings, and come check us out as well. We'd love to see you.
Fabulous, guys.
Have a great week.
Bye.
Bye.